This morning on DC News Now.
I told her from the beginning that we wanted justice for Manta, and I think we accomplished that today.
The husband of a missing Virginia mother charged with murder. Why a grand jury decided to indict Naresh Bhatt. And keep that winter jacket handy. Clear skies and chilly temperatures expected across the region, with the wind chills possibly dipping into the low 20s this morning. A local activist shot and killed in Maryland.
People are losing their lives every day over nonsense.
Neighbors calling for the violence to end. Hopes of safer, more efficient travel across the DMV. Metro looking to get automatic trains back on track. And Christmas returns to Capitol Hill, where you can watch the 60th Capitol Christmas tree lighting.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, and thanks for starting your Tuesday with us here on DC News Now. It's 7 o'clock. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning, Jim. Corey James. Happy Tuesday. Let's get right to Jackie to start us off with that forecast this morning. And how are things looking?
I mean, it's still looking quite frigid out there. Nothing much has changed really from the last couple of hours. Look at those current temperatures. It is a frigid start to our Tuesday. Look at these temperatures before you head out the door. We're seeing some teens back out towards Woodstock, Luray, Culpeper, as well as Fredericksburg, now at 18 degrees. That's the coldest so far this morning for Fredericksburg. We're at 14 in Manassas. We just jumped up to 31 degrees. We did jump down to about 30 degrees not too long ago in D.C. Now we're just below the freezing mark in the district. We're into those middle 20s in Hagerstown, but when you factor in that wind, which is quite gusty at times, it's making it feel even colder. Look over towards Kaiser. This makes me feel cold just talking about it. Single-digit wind chills back out towards Kaiser this morning, into those upper teens in Hagerstown. Feel like we're into those middle 20s right now in D.C. We're tracking the dry conditions persisting across our area. Still some lake effect snow. If you're heading up to upstate New York, that's still ongoing at this point. But if you're trying to plan out the rest of your day today back here locally, tracking the sunshine, high temperatures into those lower 40s, but feels like temperatures into those 30s through much of the day today. But more with the latest in that 7-day forecast coming up in just a couple minutes, guys.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Developing now, the husband of missing Virginia mother, Mamta Kafli Bhatt, now being charged with first-degree murder.
Prosecutors believe Naresh Bhatt killed his wife back in their home in July. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg has more on the DNA evidence that was key to this new charge.
Prosecutors have said the amount of blood they found in the bedroom indicated injuries that were not survivable. But it wasn't until last month that a DNA test came back confirming the blood was that of Mamta Kafli Bhatt. That was a key piece of evidence that led the grand jury to return an indictment of first-degree murder and defiling a dead body. Police Chief Mario Lugo saying evidence points to her body being cut up. Lugo believes prosecutors have a strong case without a body, but says they are continuing their search for Mamta and will follow up if new leads come in. His message to the family:
We never gave up. We investigated, and I told her from the beginning that we wanted justice for Manta, and I think we accomplished that today by the detectives going up there and presenting the case to the grand jury, and it was a true bill.
At tonight's press conference, Mamta's brother and mother sat at the front of the room. While they didn't speak, Mamta's former colleague and friend, Holly Worth, did. She said this isn't a celebration, but there is a sense of relief. She says the family and the greater community is thankful for police and prosecutors never giving up.
Their goal has been two things: justice for Mamta and securing a future for her baby. And that's what guides their steps every day. And I'm confident as they leave here today, that commitment has not changed. They want to see Naresh Bhatt prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Reporting for DC News Now, I'm Daniel Hamburg.
All right, well, Naresh Bhatt's trial starts today as he's expected to be in court at 10 a.m. now facing those charges, including first-degree murder. At 11:30, the Manassas Park Police Department is going to be hosting a press conference with updates on this case. And a person is dead, a dog rescued after a house fire in Montgomery County overnight. Now, this happened at a home on Whites Ferry Road. The area where the house is a non-hydrant area, and investigators say this appears to be a hoarding situation. The cause of that fire is under investigation. And in Maryland, a few homes left without gas or heat this morning after a water main break in Gaithersburg. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue says contractors hit the gas line and caused the water break last night, that water main break last night. Crews had to evacuate people from their homes that were affected. Crews were able to control the gas leak and shut off the water leak, but as of right now, there is no word on when the gas or heat will be restored.
In D.C., police believe two men working together with a sledgehammer are responsible for breaking into 3 Georgetown businesses. Now, they're accused of using that weapon to smash a door and window. According to investigators, the suspect stole $500 from D.C. Tasty Corner. They're also accused of breaking into a safe and then stealing cash at Greco. Officers say they attempted to steal the safe at Dig, but were not successful.
Luckily, at that time, we don't really have anyone in the building. But, you know, all it would have taken is for that to happen two or three hours later, and it could have been a really big safety issue.
And police say the pattern of break-ins are also happening in Montgomery and Prince George's counties in Maryland. D.C. police say they are adding extra officers to patrol businesses in Georgetown.
And police are investigating after an Amazon driver was carjacked at gunpoint while delivering packages in Northwest D.C. This happened on Turnlaw Road just before 6 o'clock Sunday night. Police say the driver was delivering packages, and when he was walking back to his van, he heard footsteps. When he turned around, one of the suspects pointed a gun at him and demanded the keys to the van. Neighbors in the area say they're concerned.
In any neighborhood, doesn't matter where that is, when you have people like that roaming the city, it's concerning. And I don't know what the solution is, but something has to be done.
Now, police located the Amazon delivery van late Sunday night. This investigation is ongoing. And some breaking news this morning. D.C. police investigating after they say someone was shot by Secret Service. This happened at Stevenson Place earlier this morning. Now, we do not know the victim's condition or the reason for this shooting. We will keep you updated as we continue to learn more. And a congressional staffer is facing charges accused of bringing ammunition into the Cannon House office building. Now, Capitol Police say they found 4 magazines and 11 rounds of ammunition in Michael Hopkins' bag during an X-ray screening yesterday. Now, he told police he forgot he had these items in the bag. He works for New York Congressman Joe Morell, whose office says they are fully cooperating with the investigation.
And Senator-elect Angela Alsobrooks is stepping down as the Prince George's County executive. The Maryland Democrat posted her resignation on social media yesterday morning. Now, she says her service to the county has been the honor of her life. Right now, Chief Administrator Officer Tara Jackson is going to serve as acting county executive until the special election. A special primary is likely going to take place between January and early March before a special general election. Happening today, D.C. leaders are expected to vote on the Capital One Arena bill.
That is right. This comes as leaders held the public hearing on the plan last month. Now, if the bill passes, D.C. leaders will renovate the arena and keep the Wizards and Capitals in D.C. until at least 2050. D.C. leaders will also renovate Gallery Place and create new jobs for people living in the district. This project expected to cost about $800 million.
And TSA announcing its busiest travel day ever. The agency says it recorded more than 3 million people flying Sunday, wrapping up the holiday weekend. That beats the 4th of July and Labor Day weekend from earlier this year.
And Christmas time expected to continue the trend of busiest travel days ever. One expert says you'll need a plan ahead if you are going to be traveling.
Planning ahead is key, and it'll be interesting to see what our forecast will say as far as what travel days will be busiest, with Christmas falling smack dab in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. Inferring that probably that weekend before Christmas is going to be busy, as well as just really rolling on through New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Well, last year, AAA says about 115 million Americans travel for the holiday season. All right, 7:08 now on a Tuesday. Alex Ovechkin getting closer to returning to the ice.
Yeah, when the hockey star is expected to continue his potentially record-breaking season, plus a Christmas time tradition on Capitol Hill. What you need to know about tonight's Capitol Christmas tree lighting.
But first, we are taking a live look outside. Jackie, look at those beautiful colors in the clouds. It's nice to see outside, but when you go outside, you're going to want that heavy coat.
Yeah, I mean, that sun is about to hover just along the horizon there within the next minute and a half or so. Sunrise officially is at 7:10 this morning in D.C. Later on today, we'll see those highs into the lower 40s, but wind chills likely hover into 30s through much of the day today. More details, timing it all out with that 7-day right after the break.